In across much of West Texas. We're taking a look at South Highway 191 at FM 1788 West. We can definitely see the ponding on the roads as the cars are driving by this morning. So you want to give yourself plenty of additional time, especially if you know during your commute you're going to be running into some flood prone zones. So let's go ahead and take it over to Max, because at least when it comes to our main weather impacts that we're tracking, it's going to be for the majority of the day on Tuesday. We can see a few isolated severe storms alongside instances of flash flooding like we're already seeing this morning. So make sure you stay updated with the latest forecast throughout the day. Have multiple ways to receive weather alerts, and one way you can do that is by downloading our News West 9 Plus app. So satellite and radar composite, we're looking at those showers and thunderstorms still continuing to build in. We do have a couple flash flood warnings in effect, and now a severe thunderstorm warning. I'll talk about that in just a moment. But here with these showers and thunderstorms, we've seen generally between around a ½ inch to 1.5 inches of rain. Wouldn't be too surprised if we're starting to see some isolated spots near 2 inches over into near Ector, starting to push in now to Midland County, just southwest of town. We have seen into near areas of Monahans, isolated spots to near 3 inches of rain, and it looks like we now just got a new flash flood warning. This is making its way over in towards Lenora. I wouldn't be too surprised. I think I saw in a minute ago, we've seen already between a little over 1 inch of rain into near that direction. This severe thunderstorm warning is going to remain in effect until about 7:15 a.m. mostly for some gusty winds between 50 to 60 miles per hour heading in towards Alpine. So giving you the heads up there. Maybe some pea-sized hail, but I think the hail at the moment should stay rather small. But we are also looking at some flash flooding making its way over into near areas of Marfa. We've already seen upwards of a ½ inch to 1.5 inches of rain this morning. But at the Odessa Schleiermacher Airport, already close to 1 inch. I know that is music to our ears. So far at Midland International, we have received just a little over 1/10 of an inch, but we can definitely see a lot more of those blues and pinks, indicating at least between possibly around that 1 to 3 inch mark with those isolated spots, especially into those deeper pinks. Over into Hobbs, that's over a little over 2/10 of an inch. This is just from the last 3 hours, but just north of town into near areas of Tatum, we have seen those a bit more of those pinks, indicating a little over a ½ inch, possibly between around 1 to 3 inches of rain. So when it comes to the severe threat, at least for the highest potential, I think that will be more so towards our afternoon heading in towards tonight. We have a level 2 out of 5 slight risk across much of West Texas, including the Permian Basin, lower Trans-Pecos, into the Concho Valley. The highest of storms could potentially see some golf ball sized hail today. We can't rule out an isolated tornado, especially if we're able to get a couple discrete storms, especially for our southern counties. But I think that risk does remain low. But we could also see some gusty winds, as we're seeing even now, heading towards Alpine between around 50 to 60 miles per hour. So when it comes to the coverage will remain its highest for the Permian Basin. We're seeing a bit of some isolated showers into the Big Country Concho Valley now. So the majority of the morning for San Angelo and Abilene will going to remain low in coverage, but we'll pick it up as storms move out of the Permian Basin as we're working towards your late afternoon, pushing it towards your evening hours with a good up to near 80% coverage going to be anticipated. So storm motion overall is going to be west to east, and here's how it could look. This is around 8 a.m. I'm going to take it to around at 10 a.m. We'll continue to see these showers and storms build in, and they'll push off towards the east into the Permian Basin, along and towards the eastern Permian Basin, Big Country, Concho Valley. This is what it could look like around 5 p.m. I see the earliest arrival for San Angelo and Abilene will be between around 3 p.m. today, and we'll see these storms move out as we head in towards around 9 to 10 p.m. tonight. So overall, 1 to 2 inches, isolated spots up to 3 inches possible for the Permian Basin, Big Country, Concho Valley. For our western counties, an additional ½ inch to 3/4 of an inch could be anticipated. So right now, it is certainly a stormy start in downtown Midland. Temperatures are into the low to near middle 60s. Winds are gusting up to near 30 miles per hour, especially if you are caught under a stronger storm. So the weather impact alert remains in effect throughout the remainder of your afternoon towards the evening for the Big Country, Concho Valley. The weather impact alert for the Permian Basin is already in effect and will last until your evening hour with that 70% coverage, with temperatures into the 70s before we see the return of widespread 80s and 90s with more low rate chances by later this week. We'll be right back after the break.